Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Rob's Rig. So how is Jeep Wrangler paint quality these days, and how many layers are there? You know, there's a lot of chatter out there about paint on most vehicles, I think. Most recently, I hear a lot about it on my Toyota Tacoma. But how is it on the Jeep Wrangler? How does it stand up? You know, me personally, in comparing it with other vehicles that I have or have had, it seems to be the best out there, or at least one of the best when it comes to paint quality. But what does the web have to say about it? Well, I looked this up so you don't have to. Let's go ahead and jump right in. It says here, the factory paint on a Jeep Wrangler consists of 4 standard layers. 4 layers, not 1, not 2. Resulting in a surprisingly thick total coating. While the physical thickness is quite high, the overall paint quality is a major talking point in the automotive community due to a specific assembly line flaw that causes premature bubbling. That's interesting. I'm curious to see what it has to say about that. And again, it is something that a lot of people talk about in the communities. The 4 factory layers, what are they? They certainly aren't all just paint. It says the robotic assembly process applies paint in 4 distinct steps to protect the sheet metal and build the final color finish. Number 1, E-coat, which is electrodeposition primer. The bare steel and aluminum body panels are dipped in an anti-corrosive bath. An electric current bonds this underlying layer directly to the metal. You've probably seen that before, bodies going into a giant tank, right? And they've got electrodes connected up to them. And then they go down and they roll and dip and come out the other side. I always wondered how they kept the paint from running and collecting in certain spots and bubbling, right? You know, every time I try to paint anything, like something like this, it rolls down and then I have a bubble somewhere on the edge, right? They don't seem to have that problem. Maybe it's the electrodeposition part of it, I don't know. Of course, this is just the primer. Which, speaking of, number 2 is primer, leveling coat. Maybe this is why. A secondary primer layer is sprayed on to create a perfectly flat, uniform surface for the colored paint to stick to. So the first 2 layers are primer. That means we have 1 or 2 layers of paint or something else. Let's see. Number 3, base coat, color layer. The actual colored paint. According to automotive detailers, using paint depth gauges, Jeep applies a robust color coat. So that's the base coat, where you get your color from, right? And it appears that is only 1 layer. 1 layer of paint. Down, number 4, clear coat. The final glossy protective layer that shields the base coat from UV rays, minor scratches, and environmental debris. So it really only has 1 coat of paint, I guess, unless you consider primer and clear coat paint. Not as much as I would have thought. It goes on to say automotive paint depth is measured in mils, 1/1000th of an inch. While average modern cars have a factory paint thickness of 4 to 7 mils, modern Wranglers are often measured at a hefty, it says, 8 to 10 plus mils thick, giving owners plenty of clear coat to polish and buff. So, the quality of the paint, or at least the application, seems to be pretty darn good, particularly compared to other manufacturers. Paint quality and the bubbling issue, as was mentioned earlier. Despite the thick application, modern Jeep Wranglers, specifically the JL generation 2018 to present, like this one back here, suffer from a notorious paint quality issue known as galvanic or filiform corrosion. The cause. To save weight, Jeep uses lightweight aluminum doors and hoods. However, the hinges holding them are made of steel. Historically, the factory bolted the hinges directly to the bare aluminum panels before the body went through the paint booth. The problem. Because the inner contact points lacked a paint barrier, moisture trapped between the 2 different metals triggered a chemical reaction. This causes the aluminum to oxidize under the surface, making the paint blister, bubble, and flake away around the hinges, door edges, and hood lines. So basically anywhere that steel and aluminum come into contact, it's called galvanic corrosion. And I don't know why Jeep would still be doing this or why they weren't even aware of it in the first place. I mean, it's not like they're a couple of guys in a garage, maybe it is, designing these things with no engineering or chemical assistance to know that these two metals shouldn't be in contact, that this galvanic corrosion process could occur. I don't know. And you would certainly think Jeep could do something about it, right? Well, here it says the fix. Jeep addresses this under a 5-year unlimited mile corrosion warranty. All right, so they'll fix it if it happens. That doesn't really solve the problem. If you buy a newer model Jeep, or if you buy a newer model, Jeep has updated the assembly process by painting the panels completely before mounting the hinges. This is their fix, I guess. Adding a physical isolation gasket to stop the corrosion from ever starting. Now, if you've ever screwed two painted parts together yourself, as I've done many times, you know that you're probably going to scratch something underneath while you're doing this, right? That's going to create a void in this fix that they say they've come up with, and the two metals are still going to come into contact. It's not a fix. I think you either have to use the same metals, which I guess you couldn't use an aluminum hood, or hinge rather, because it wouldn't be strong enough. Maybe you need a real gasket between the two, something rubber or something to keep those metals from contacting. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like a true fix to me. General durability. Aside from the hinge issue, Wrangler paint is formulated like any other standard passenger vehicle. Because Jeeps are shaped like a box, the vertical front grille and flat windshield frame are highly prone to taking direct rock chips. We know this, especially if you have a windshield, which we all do, right? At highway speeds. If you plan to take it off-roading, the clear coat will easily pick up light scratches, often called trail pinstripes, from low-hanging tree branches. That's true, and I don't care what kind of paint you have on the vehicle. I mean, if you're coming into contact with branches or anything really, hell, even your fingernails will damage the clear coat, you're gonna have a problem. So I don't think that's really any different as compared to every other manufacturer out there. But nonetheless, it does sound to me like Jeep is at least trying to do something. Some of the other manufacturers, their paint quality is very questionable. Particularly, again, I'll go back to the Toyota Tacoma because I have one. People complain about that all the time, and rightfully so, I think. Anyway, leave a comment, let me know. Ever experienced any galvanic corrosion on your Jeep Wrangler? I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.